All right, guys, on now we have a very special guest with us. His name is Shane Hanchey. He is a world champion tie-down roper, 12-time NFR qualifier, and he's currently ranked number 5 in the world. And also, his wife Taylor is also ranked number 5 in the world in breakaway roping. And most importantly, he is a big LSU football fan. So I'm having him on here today to talk a little bit of football with us. But first, we need to talk about this weekend. It was a big one for you and your wife. Y'all are both coming off a qualifying weekend for NFR. How was that?
Yeah, no, it was great. Anytime we both make the national finals, it's something that we set out each year to do, and for both of us to be going in fifth is pretty cool. December in Vegas is our Super Bowl. It's our national title game. It's our college football playoffs. So anytime we can head to Vegas in December is a good thing.
Yeah, well, you are from Louisiana, born and raised in Sulphur, and tell me just about how your connection and love for LSU football started.
Well, growing up in Louisiana, you only have one college to root for, and that's LSU. So, no, but my cousin went to law school there. I had another cousin graduate vet school there. One of my good friends growing up in high school ended up playing linebacker for them in 2011. So, I've been following their recruiting class every year since about 2008, and it's just tradition for us. It's family. It's something that we're all love to do and born to do is pull for LSU.
It's in your blood. Well, LSU is going to Gainesville this weekend to take on Florida. They are both 4-2 records, and Florida has a 1-2 conference play record. LSU's got 2-1, so a little bit of a leg up there. How do you think these two teams match up?
Well, this is a very important game for us as fans. We really had our eye on Billy Napier as maybe coming in and taking over the head coaching duties, and we all knew that Woodward had his guy, but we all thought it was Napier. He comes from Saban, and everybody that we've heard say that he is pretty much similar to Nick Saban, only on the offensive side of the ball, and so that's something that we thought as LSU fans that we really needed is somebody offensive mind that can get us moving down the field. And we kind of thought that was our guy coming from ULL right there down the road from Baton Rouge. And come to find out, he went to Florida and we got Brian Kelly, who I think was a home run of a hire. So this is a really big game for us as fans because it's almost head coach versus head coach. And, the last couple of games, Coach Kelly's come to the media and said that he's gotten out coached. So we're really going to be looking at this game and watching, see what he does. And I think it's just going to be a big game for LSU. As far as the matchups, I think the Richardson kid for Florida is a playmaker. I think he gets an open space. He's going to be hard to tackle. I think he's been making good throws. Um, I just think that if LSU just kind of stays in their game and on defense, and we got to have number 40 out there. Harold Perkins got to be out there. He's a game changer for a freshman. I think he's probably the best freshman in the country, and he didn't see that many snaps last week versus Tennessee. So we got to get him on the field and let him make plays.
Right, you were talking about the coaches, and we've seen two really big head coaching changeups in these two programs. So tell me in particular, how do you feel Brian Kelly is doing so far with this Tiger team?
Yeah, I think he's done a great job so far. I think expectations have to be realistic this year. I don't think we were going to make the college football playoff. I don't think we were going to go and beat Alabama or beat these top 10 teams. I think this is a big year for some consistency, in this program. I think the last couple of years, and look, 2019 from a fan perspective was well worth it. It was their greatest season I probably will ever watch. And we went to Alabama and Tuscaloosa, and I was there and watched them win that one, and then watched them in the national title game. So fast forward 2 or 3 years, we're in a rebuilding mode almost, as you would say. So I think fans need to be patient with Coach Brian Kelly. I think he's the reason. There's a reason Woodward brought him in, and it's to bring some stability to the program. And I think if we can get off the tracks and kind of keep going and get this stuff lined out, I think in the next few years we'll be hard to beat. I hope, but I really feel like Brian Kelly. Once I put my emotions to the side and put my brain into it, I really feel like he's probably our best suitor, and I'm looking forward to the next couple years with him.
I don't know if you'll have an answer to this question, but it's kind of what's on everyone's minds. What is going on with this Tigers special teams?
Yeah, it's a head scratcher. That's the only coach Brian Kelly brought over from Notre Dame was Coach Polian, and we kind of all thought that the special teams was going to be rock solid, because he was bringing his guy over. And from the kickoff to against Florida State, it's been absolutely terrible. And we've tried to mix and match some guys, and I really don't know. I really thought our biggest hole in our special teams was going to be our place kicker. I really thought our field goal kicker, because how great Cade York was for us for the last couple of years. I mean, now he's hitting 60-yarders, in the NFL. So I just thought that was going to be our biggest hole. I never would have dreamed it was going to be our kick return or punt return or everything in between. So to me, that's the thing we need to fix the fastest. I mean, we've got playmakers all over the field, but if we keep giving these teams 7 points because we can't catch the ball or fair catch it, then we need to rethink some stuff.
Right, and you basically answered my next question, but I'll ask it anyways. All the pickers have different outcomes for this game. Sports Illustrated says that Florida's going to win. ESPN says that LSU is going to win. So what do you think the Tigers need to focus on to ensure that they win this game?
Yeah, playing in the swamp, especially at night, it's tough. I mean, it's an SEC crowd. We all know how them are, especially at night. The swamp's going to be rocking. I mean, Napier's going to have them boys ready to play. It's just going to come down to Jaden Daniels. If Jaden Daniels can make some throws down the field, let our playmaking wide receivers make some plays in space to open up the running game for us, I think we're going to have to score some points. And Jaden's going to have to rely on his arm and not his legs. And I really hope he can stay in the pocket and we need to get Kayshawn going. We need to get Neighbors going. And I think Jack Best is a huge part. I think get him back in the slot. Let's get him in space. That kid just seems to make plays. And I just feel like we got to have and trust Daniels to make some plays with his arm.
All right. Thanks so much, Shane. And excited to see how you do in December in your purple LSU getup.
Yeah, thank you.